Y'all, I just got back. My weekend has officially begun because I have doing. I mean, it's not officially work. It's a cash job. It's a cash job, but it basically like I was working in shifts. I'm just gonna sneeze right in the microphone. Suppose I should test the audio. Hang on. That's not right. One more time. Okay, y'all. And I just did all that, so I'm very, very proud of myself because I worked hard and the people that I was working with were very impressed with me. And that kind of heals me a little bit because, I'm not officially employed yet, but the fact that this whole time I was worried how I would feel getting back into a workplace after being out of work for so long and wondering if I would have the energy and attentive power to be able to do what I was supposed to do. And even though I don't know if that specific position is right for me, like in the long term, the fact that I can handle and I can manage it is, I'm just so pleased with myself, and that's just good. I don't know what else to say. Like that was also kind of one of my worries before I even moved here. I was like, am I gonna be able to actually like, am I gonna have the stamina and what do you call it, wherewithal, the gumption to be able to pull that? Yeah, I think wherewithal, yeah, is like the resources. But I did. So y'all, I haven't figured out exactly what we're gonna do on the stream, but I think we'll start by rendering visite Michelangelo. We could go through Camp McCarran, or yeah, the strip is neutral to us for some reason. Um, okay, we'll be doing this later. We'll also be doing this later. But we have to, all these people, we have to travel, yeah, with arcade. So these 5 people we have to travel with, we have to talk to them while we have arcade with us. Because if it's just me talking, they won't trust me. And if it's just him talking, they might think that he's just not, like, what he was saying is like he's still a little kid in their eyes. And they are old, like they're pretty elderly. We're still gonna recruit them, and y'all are gonna see why. But they're very. I just mean like they're grizzled. You know what I mean? We could do this, maybe. These are the DLC. Alright, let's start with Michelangelo. And then I think maybe we'll keep going with the main quest. How's my sleep and food doing? Okay, at least they're progressing.
You should see this
What do you need?
place at night.
I don't know why he approached me. That was weird. How close are we to a level up? Maybe a little? I should fix up this damn wall. That's just ugly. I mean, I get that the NCR is probably just getting the manufacturing up and running, but still. I didn't grab those vault suits for Weintraub. But I can just pop into my base and then hand them to her.
Aha! The brave photographer returns.
Oh,
good to see you.
You're up close and personal. I have some fresh pictures for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what I need. Thank you, brave one. Here's some compensation for your work.
Well, hang on. I kind of want to hear what he has to say about, which ones.
Aha!
Okay, you're even upper in my pussy. What landmarks did you want me to photograph?
I've always wanted to see the dinosaur and its thermometer sign at Novak. Then there's the famous Bison Steve sign. The McCarran airfield and the Helios 1 power station signs are of much interest to my work. Like the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters bottle. Aha!
There we go. I took all the pictures you wanted. There was something about a reward.
You have earned it, my friend. Now I can finally unveil my masterpieces to the world, all thanks to you. Come visit me again sometime.
Oh, the strip likes us now. Okay. The strip is interesting, like as far as who exactly has a good reputation, or who exactly likes my reputation. Or sorry, I'm not voicing that right. I am tired. I should have taken a nap when I got home from work, but I was chatting with my friend instead. Totally worth it, of course, but you know, now I'm paying for it by being probably 75% as coherent as I usually am. What was I trying to say about, was it the pictures? No, with the strip reputation, it's interesting to try to parse who exactly you're impressing or driving away. You know what I mean? Like, if you're accepted by the strip, who is it that's accepting? Is it the leaders of the casino? Is it the strip in general? I would think that it would be like all the people who work in the strip and whatnot. They're distinct from the NCR. So they are not... They just... Like, all the people who worked for or in the strip, the three families, anyone else, they have their own reputation thing. Same thing with Freeside. So maybe it's kind of like that.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
That doesn't sound very Tops Promoty to me.
Those Freeside thugs aren't worth our time anymore.
Or is that? You're over here. You are voicing your opinions on the clock, sir! Prepare to... Boing, boing. Revolting cocktail. Okay. That's how revolting is spelled, right? That's gotta drop off these two things. We'll drop off the things. We're gonna hit up this. Do companions annoy you by constantly running into your bullets and missiles? Take the spray and pray. And we'll never know. Presidential suite. can't spell sweet without sweet, as in this is friggin' sweet. You like my delicate melodic coughing? Oh yeah, I forget. This is where I'm keeping modded weapons. This is where I'm keeping mods for weapons. And this over here is where I'm keeping named weapons, unique weapons. And that was where I was keeping vault shit. Stay here. Yeah, Boone, you're good for now. You're off the clock. I went to the 188 so I could grab Veronica. I forgot about that.
That guy Benny was a piece of work.
He was. Alright, we'll meet up at the Lucky 38.
I'll make my way there.
Oh, be careful. It's a long journey. Oh, wow, Boone, you made it. Good. You took your sweet fucking time, didn't you? Now, where's my boyfriend? Boyfriend! On, please. No, I can't manually place it. I think I fucked that up. I think it's one of New Vegas's many bugs. Boyfriend!
What's up?
When I call you, you fucking...
I'm
sure. Stop complaining about Eddie. He is our dog. He is our dog. He is our joint responsibility. And you will like it. And you will love him. That's right. The thing is, a robot's combat inhibitor is usually on its back. And sneak in New Vegas is not reliable. At least any way I've ever done it. Usually sneak for me is a precursor to combat, not to actually like pull off some Skyrim level stealth shit. See, in Skyrim, you get to level 70 and you get that silent running perk. You basically can sneak past anything as long as it's dark enough. And if you have invisibility, even better. But in this game, even a stealth boy doesn't guarantee that you won't be detected. Crazy. I've still had this camera holstered, y'all. I'm not afraid to use it, alright? Put them up. There we go. Where the fuck? I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. The skies, they're trying to get my shit restricted. No. All right. I think that is the music track for the game, or like for this specific area of the game. The gift shop. She will fix up these boom suits for me.
Evening. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. I have vault gear for you.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's gonna net you lots of caps, my friend. Do you want to trade all your vault suits right now?
Yes, I would like that.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
Okay, so the Vault 21 jumpsuit doesn't count, and I guess that makes sense. She probably has enough Vault 21 whatevers. I'm afraid to take the Vault tour with her because sometimes it'll crash the game. Vaults in this game are not stable. Like anytime you go in and out or between levels, you're basically rolling the dice. Still got plenty of ammunition. Also, we are actually going to head over to Camp McCarran. How does the NCR like us right now? Do they like us? We are liked by the NCR. Okay. We can do even better. But because we're liked, I think that means we can take the monorail. So we'll go right here. Oh. The fuck? Okay, no. No. Not like that. Not like that.
Smart move for the Kings to back down.
No.
Hello.
Fuck off. No. Why is this playing? What are you doing? Stop it.
Go on
No.
through, soldier.
Thank you. No, it's fading out. I think that happens because that's a potential entrance point into New Vegas for the first time. If you're liked by the NCR or if you just run past the guards, you can just take the monorail and then that's that. Oh my god, it's still playing. Yeah. So I think if we're at least liked by the NCR, then they'll let us use their monorail. Like that when they were like, go on through Soldier, that was that. It's funny, they kind of, even though I'm not in the NCR army, they kind of like talk to me like I am, like freaking Colonel Moore, and like when they're like go on, maybe it's like a figure of speech or something, or maybe that's just how they're used to. I don't know. It is all very interesting. Brought a boyfriend. Actually, we will. Oh wait, hang on. We are going to go back in. Come on. Okay.
Hand it to the NCR. Get enough hands working together and they can make or break just about anything.
That is true. And they can be said of humans in general. Alright, where? Go back in here. Oh, good. It's already doing that weird thing with the text box. Oh. They have heavy troopers now, too. I think this is a hunting shotgun. And this is not power armor, it is... Well, I think it's called NCR Salvaged Power Armor. Basically, the thing about power armor, at least as it exists in this game, and Fallout 3, is that normally you need special training to be able to use it. Otherwise, you won't be able to interact with all the joint servos and whatnot. But on this one, the joint servos in question have been removed. So this is basically just heavy plating.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
So it's because of that, you don't get any strength bonuses and you get a massive agility hit. And it's also heavy as shit, but it's still very protective. Apparently, this came from the NCR's war with the Brotherhood. In the lore, like this is where they got their power armor, and they just kind of spray painted, like they just kind of did some like decals, like that's the star and the two-headed bear. Wait, did we talk to him? I don't think we did. We can help the NCR with their problems, sure.
That I can do for you?
Oh, 819, perfect.
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us.
Oh,
That
I'm
hasn't
sure it
happened.
could do a lot of good
If
for
anything,
y'all.
They annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
I'm sure it wasn't the plan. That's the thing, like, y'all literally came in with a colonial mindset, with a colonial plan. As in, like, hey, let's take this place where there's already people doing their own thing. Let's take that for ourselves. How very American of you. But also, no, like, you literally... now you're mad because you're the one getting the same fucking treatment. Okay, so where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us.
So
But in
give
the
up.
meantime, General Oliver won't approve
Leave.
any offensive maneuvers.
Go back home.
Because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
Yep, because the only thing Caesar has to worry about is exactly what he wants to worry about. What's Camp McCarran's role in NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here, we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Yeah, we'll be doing that later. You seem calm given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
I hear that. What challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
That would be pretty bad for the economy. I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you?
The little laugh when he says that.
Manage an army with half my staff in line with a latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault
The
3.
fiends.
We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
The fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find your ranger.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, I'll think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Alrighty. Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
I bet I can make the Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent. But I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in. Bye.
So, I want to help the NCR because that will in turn help the rest of the Mojave, at least to an extent. And we'll also stop by here real quick too.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Are you a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, anyone who's gonna have a problem with someone's accent or twang, like that, they're not gonna be someone good to work with. What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
And this is Hildern. Hildern, I like saying his name, Hildern. Dr. Thomas Hildern. Okay, there he is.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I am listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course.
Oh,
the bounty I described
okay.
is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Scientific discovery is never so simple as that.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand?
Yes,
Download
I
all the information
understand.
on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You said you were the director of OSI?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads.
You're doing all these things yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
Right. NCR has a food shortage.
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption.
Makes sense.
Or, for a layman such as yourself,
I'm not a layman.
not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
What other responsibilities does this office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
Okay. we're just saying we're just chalking anything up to anything, aren't we? Do you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
Fantastic.
Yes, that was it. Exactly.
Hey, reference. What do you think of NCR's chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me.
Fair enough.
Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
Interesting. I don't know how true that is, but...
Yes. Goodbye.
Hildern is a good example of big-picture obsession gone too far. At some point, he became so fixated on large-scale results that he lost the concept of the common good along the way. It's an inhumane kind of public service when people and the basic resources they need become numbers in a ledger.
Good thing there are still people like you around.
Kind of you to say, but there are better people than me around here. I just hope the followers can make a difference in the long run.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No. Hildern didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you. Which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
I have some questions.
Of course. Anything.
Can you tell me anything else about Keely?
Keely's brilliant. An absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them?
Exactly how old is Keely?
I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So, I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years?
Oh,
Maybe more.
she's a ghoul, okay. How do Keely and Hildern get along?
Like a Brahmin and a Deathclaw, though I'm not sure which would be which.
Oh.
That analogy, maybe. They're both Deathclaws in a way. Keely hates Hildern. She says he's more politician than scientist, and gets in the way of true discovery. And Hildern hates Keely because, well, because every time they meet, she makes him look like an ass. In front of important people, usually.
What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
And what do you think of Dr. Hildern?
The director? He's very well-spoken and knowledgeable.
He seemed focused on results, maybe not so much on people.
He's not what you'd call warm, unless he wants something from you. And even then, it's kind of a cold warm.
It's like
Most of the time, I
smarmy.
focus on the science and try to forget him. He doesn't get mixed up in any actual work, though he tells people that he does.
Yep. So Dr. Hildern takes credit for your work?
He sure does. Everyone knows it. I've just got to endure this job until the project is finished. But abandoning Keely, he crossed a line.
Yep.
Taking credit for other people's work is one thing. Sending people to die in the waste is another. If Hildern tries to recruit any more mercs, I'm gonna warn them. What can he do to me? I'm the only one who can run this lab.
Hildern mentioned the followers of the apocalypse.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR. Give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Interesting. I hear the food around here is pretty bad.
It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
I see. Goodbye.
Right. Stay safe.
So that's interesting. Hearing the opinions that some of the NCR and NCR affiliates have with about the followers. I mean, maybe that, because the followers are obviously still helpful, right? And she might be right about the fact that they're trying to discredit her. Not her, the NCR. Because, I mean, I would too. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Is especially because the NCR's position here in the Mojave is colonial. This is an occupation. Even if it's one that might be more beneficial to the people than an occupation that actively preys on the indigenous populations, it's still, they're still not, like, this is not.
With the prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Alright. I know I just saved it. We're going to do it again. Let's see if we can do this in time.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends.
Serana?
Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Yes, colonels are infamous for specifically rejecting shooting anyone who talks back. Do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected.
As
poorly.
A Centurion.
But with the work you've done for
in the back.
NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
That's a big deal, right?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
What about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband.
Okay.
But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Have you tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
No, that might have hurt him. Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless? Why am I asking this?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration.
Interesting.
But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Yeah, normally I might object to violence against prisoners of war, but when those prisoners of war are absolute evil shitbags, like scum of the earth type demons, I'm fine with it. But I'm also not going to do that, just because
no see, Silus.
that's not my style.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
The way you enunciate slave.
How tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to.
Wow.
It's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
He's trying to goad her.
For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Now this is interesting. We'll do this. I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
Alright, let me see if I get the pronunciation right. Legum servi sumus. We are both slaves to Caesar's law, and you are in violation.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar's laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is.
All that shouting. Honestly, Celus, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Celus.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Celus. Carry on.
Lieutenant!
I hope she doesn't actually think I'm in the Legion. But I have him convinced.
You don't have to do this.
Oh, but I do, Silas. Unlike you, I follow Caesar's orders.
If I'd killed myself, then I would have been murdering one of Caesar's greatest soldiers. Either choice is a betrayal of the Legion, as I see it. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
If his empire falls, though, probably because his Centurions are so gullible.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked, Silas. I'm working with the NCR, and I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn.
Well, I think I pulled that off.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here.
Yeah.
This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission. Yep, see you around.
I never really did go the, like, fully that route last time. Alright, now, because this is a timing thing, I'm gonna talk to Contreras real quick. Captain, not Curtis, not Contreras, Curtis real quick. All these fucking ranks. Ronald, get up! Get up, Ronald.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
What do you do here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Colonel Shu wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Who should I be talking to about the intelligent leaks again?
Well, I'll leave that to you. But I would recommend Lieutenant Boyd and Sergeant Contreras as two people who usually know what's going on around here.
Goodbye.
Later.
Alright, we'll double check with Boyd. Oh my god. I wish I could sprint. Come back. Boyd. Lieutenant Carey Boyd. Come back. Oh wait, let me do a party. And I picked a fine time in the game to do that because, I mean, y'all will see why in a minute.
You're back.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Who's missing?
Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him.
What else can you tell me about Anders?
I don't know him very well myself. I seem to remember that he was the man to call on if you needed someone to get in and get out quietly. Colonel Shu would really be the person to talk to.
Tell me about the break-ins.
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Would you be willing to give me the control tower access key so I could check it out?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
You said there have been thefts?
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions a dozen times. Nothing.
I'll keep an eye out for your missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
What is it with her and shooting people and things? Alright, did she say midnight or after that? Late night break-ins, I see. We'll go ahead and wear this real quick.
Okay.
Our sneak is 20, okay.
I'll do my best.
Don't worry, I'll do my best too. So, around this time, I think maybe at 12:30 there's this guy who comes out of there. Give me my gun. So I'll save it and then check. Or I'll save it like, you know, when it's almost 12:30. After this is probably when I'm going to take a nice nap. Maybe have some delicious dinner. The beautiful thing about working at a restaurant is depending on the restaurant, depending on their policy, you can bring home some leftover food. You're guaranteed at least one free meal, and that includes like any to-go thing that you can fill up. Good thing I've been grabbing that water. Maybe at 1 then. So I have a whole thing of this delicious stuff that I get to have when I'm done here. We're getting this done, this mission done, and then I think we're gonna have some fun dealing with some of the fiends. But before we leave the camp, we're going to talk to Veronica. We're gonna go back to the 188, we're gonna recruit Veronica. And then yeah. Will this dude come out? I'm tired of waiting on this guy. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go in. And maybe the guy I'm looking for will already be in there.
Lupa, this is Frumenterius
Oh.
Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
Oh.
Status of your primary mission, Picus.
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
Oh.
10-4. Keep us updated.
10-4.
Alright.
What are you doing here? You don't have clearance.
You don't seem like you're supposed to be here either.
Really? And how would you know where I'm supposed to be?
I heard someone's been breaking in at night. Looks like it's you.
I don't know what you mean. You like...
Get him. Get him. An activation code, okay. Huh, just a regular beret. And some NCR armor, we'll take that. Let's head to that monorail and defuse that bomb. Let's put on our vault suit so we go even faster. Up here, up here. I think as long as we go as fast as possible, we'll be able to defuse it. So this is or science of 45. Here. Alright, awesome. So that's done. Y'all know, sometimes that mission bothers me. It's a little annoying. Just because you have to wait until a certain point, and it's this whole thing.
Look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel on our shoulder. What can we do for you at Camp McCarran?
You won't be having problems with intelligence leaks anymore.
No? What happened?
It was Curtis. He's in the sorry, I was distracted by the other dialogue. Deny. It was Curtis. He's in the Legion. I can prove he tried to blow up the monorail.
Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way.
That's odd.
I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It'd explain a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve.
What Caesar was saying about his network of spies. Oh, now the NCR loves us. Alright. It's time to do some math. To see what I can put points in. Hang on. I'm moving y'all. And by y'all, I mean the laptop. What was the other thing I was gonna pick? I don't really need weapon handling yet. Laser commander will happen at level 22. Also have ferocious loyalty. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I definitely have more that I picked. Let me look at how many lockpicking books I have. Tumblers today. I only found, I mean, I know where the others are, but I only have one copy of it, so I can bring that up to 88. Bring medicine up a bit. What to do over here? Forgive me, y'all. Okay. So now that we have that, I'm going to do some adding and or subtracting real quick. Don't mind me. Just enjoy that music. 70, 76, 12, 20, 74, 4, 12 again, 80, 16, 40, and 70. Alright, we'll do a recount. 8, 8, 70, 76, 12, 20, 74, 4, 12, 80, 16, 40, and 70. Okay, perfect. I mean, doing math is difficult when you're sleepy. Nope, definitely difficult. One, if it was 146 plus 14 would be 160, so it's 162. This is 111, I think. This is 148, and then 70 again. So that's 272 plus 218. Let's do this. This is... No, why did I do the fraction symbol? Not what I'm trying to do. 0 plus 1, 9, and then 4, 490. Oh, I get to do long division again. Okay, that fits that many times, and then this fits. No, wait. No. And then 1, 2, Yo, what's 34 plus 17? That's 51, right? I think that's 51. Okay, so that fits in twice. And then 34, and then minus that should be 15. Then we carry the 0. No, we don't. We don't carry the 0. No, we do carry the 0, but we don't turn it into a decimal, right? This is gonna the playback for this, the VOD for this is gonna be really funny. Now they want me to figure out. I want me to figure out how many times this goes into 17, or 17 goes into 150. Well, 17 times 10. I have some burns on my hands. 17 times 10 equals 170, so you subtract from that twice. Because then 170 minus 150, okay, so it'll only fit in 8 times. Damn it, okay, so it's basically 170 minus 30 fucking 4. Okay, that's 136, okay. That's one... Okay, y'all, so... Couple things that I just noticed. Give me back my pencil, you dumb fuck. Couple things that I noticed. One, that little bug slash exploit that I may or may not have unintentionally utilized during the beginning has paid off in a very interesting manner. And two, I have enough skill points sheerly from continuing to level up to master all of my skills without having to collect every single book. Or without having to collect any more books, actually. I can max out my skills before I reach level 50, which is excellent. And y'all, that is what I am going to do. At least that's the eventual plan. We'll look at some things that I don't already have access to. Some perks that look interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have that. This is a cool perk, but... I don't need that. I'm getting this... sidetracked. No. Even when I get my unarmed to 100, I'm not really going to have an unarmed to build, you know? My wants are modest for perks, I realize. 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 Real eyes. Real eyes. Real lies. Oh, you need fucking both. Okay. Wait, do you? Yeah, you need fucking both, because I only have the energy weapons one. It's a little annoying. probably get this perk on my Vader run. Because that fits. Oh yeah, we're getting this at level 22 for sure. Nuclear chemist. Maybe. We'll think about this, but it's definitely an afterthought. Maybe we could get this too. You know, later. You know, we don't really need this one. This is pretty pointless because eventually there's a steal, regenerate. Okay. Probably a lot of what we could do is going to be right here. Let's see, we can get Ferocious Loyalty. We can get Commando. We could get Scrounger. Maybe. I mean, we could. I don't see why not, you know. Finesse will be nice eventually. Finesse, better criticals, all that. What's this? No need. We could also do attack skill. Weapon handling. We could get weapon handling for when we do get our hands on a Gatling laser. Because that is the eventual goal. Or one of the eventual goals. We could also get Explorer. But then we could just find locations on our own. Well, yeah, but we're not going to be fighting the NCR or the Brotherhood, so that would basically be a waste. Accuracy in VATS is increased. This would be nice, combat-wise. We'll do this for the lore. Oh, it took a while to come to that simple decision, but... And we got other things we can do. We'll do this.
Look who it is.
There's a guy out here that we're gonna talk to. So when I find him, content warning for mentions of sexual assault, because one of the characters on this base is we're gonna be talking about that, or yeah. So as soon as I find him, as soon as I find the guy I need to talk to. And Gorobets, I think, is that the one?
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Heard. I'll go find him. Tell me about 1st Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
Content warning now for sexual assault. Well, what's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
Also, y'all, for context, it's I think he's saying it's inappropriate not because it's woman that she's coming on to, but because she's coming on to everyone. So, like, that's, like, probably not the best. I don't know. But he's not being homophobic right now, is what I'm saying. What happened to Sterling? Well, I can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
So what happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR Ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a Ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
Tell me about 1st Recon.
Where the
Oh, wait. Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. 1st Recon sharpshooter. At your service.
10 of spades. Where'd you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
Okay. Are you alright?
Oh yeah, fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm not gonna pick that second response, but holy fuck. I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
What do you do around here?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the 1st Recon way.
How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
When did you enlist in the... I'm just fucking talking to everybody here.
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
Kind of hodgepodge. What kind of motley crew is this?
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Hey, he didn't stutter that time. Well, man, Oh my god, he's actually short. Oh, maybe he's like 18 or like.
Kings to back down. They didn't know
Shut
who they were messing with.
the fuck up while I'm talking to my audience. Thank you. Maybe he's like fresh, like 18 or something like that, and that's why he's like short. I don't know. We could talk to some other folks, and then it just feels weird, basically airing out her business. Like, yeah, I heard. Like, I haven't even met her yet, and I'm like, yeah, I heard. That's pretty fucked up, right?
You remember me, right? Ten of Spades, first recon.
I couldn't forget you if I tried. I heard about what happened to Corporal Betsy.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit.
Well, tell me what happened.
It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. The big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down.
Well, if you were unconscious, how could you have done anything?
Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, alright?
Why do you think you let her down?
She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other. Watch each other's backs.
Damn.
Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit.
Alright, I think the only reason I want to talk to other people about is maybe then I can say, hey, all your friends want you to get better. So, you know, get better. I think it unlocked. I also watched freaking Meg Mage stream these, so I'm thinking maybe.
One of the ranger vets looked at me, and I just about surrendered. Howdy.
What do you
Name's
mean?
First recon.
Like surrendered
Can't say I've
yourself?
seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
When you think about it, even if he's saying surrender in like the military context, it's just so fucking funny. You just defaultly like drop your weapons, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? You remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Yeah, have you seen anything suspicious? Interesting rifle you have there, lever action, right?
I call her the long carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away.
The hell's
I felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been a first recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. They always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Oh, okay. But why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How'd you manage to escape Malpay?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me.
You're
But
just
a couple of Rangers
recollecting
happened to be watching
this.
from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very... That whole situation doesn't sound lucky. How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction.
Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Oh, Sergeant Bitterroot's gonna be an interesting one.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend.
Shut up.
I'm Bitterroot, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
I'm not too friendly, no. Bitter, how long have you been with First Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Bitterroot, you have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend you. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to your parents? Okay. We just skipped right past that very quickly. Tell me what had happened to them at Bitter Springs.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs?
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name.
Probably should have given a content warning for this too.
That's all I ever want.
I mean, I'm not trying to... I don't like the way this is phrased, but you don't really mean what you said about your parents, do you?
Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad, he got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet.
Jesus.
Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
How'd you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
I mean... fuck. I mean, I can't... I mean, I can't even blame him just because that sounds like his experience of the cons has been nothing but negative. But holy shit, like, just what a situation. What a little thing here. You're not telling me something. You couldn't have forgotten the whole massacre.
It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets.
Oh.
I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had.
Oh.
Don't bother asking who they were with.
Oh. Okay. Where can I find some work around here?
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
Your father is your commanding officer? Is that allowed?
Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Alright. Goodbye.
We basically said the same thing.
Looked at me and I just about surrendered.
Hey, this sniper rifle is up for grabs.
And I just about surrendered.
You want to go around...
For the Kings to back
You
down.
want to go around and say that to fucking everybody? Alright, maybe... I think the only person else that I could talk about it with is, Ten of Spades, so... Betsy!
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
I'm T-posing for dominance. No, oh, what was I gonna say? If you are playing as a woman, she will make a pass at you, and it's very, very funny. She will say, and I will quote, "Girl, you are some grade A poon." Anybody ever tell you that? And I think if you have the Cherche la Femme perk, you can say only all the time, and then she'll say something about getting wrapped up in the sheets from Gamora. This whole thing. But yeah. Have you seen any serious combat here?
Not unless you count the Fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Nasty how?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy Fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First time I've heard about conscience in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number, and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
Maybe a little bit of both. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is that they're literally so addled from drugs that they probably don't even... Like I've said on previous streams before, but, like, just like in real life, drugs like that can completely erode. You will turn into a shadow and or a shell of what you once were. Like, it just... Actually, my dad was recently telling me that they're, I forget what drug, but one of the drugs, it was like heroin or meth or something, is actually so bad that it gives you such a rush of dopamine that is so great that it is beyond what you will ever experience naturally. And then, from then on, your entire brain has been framed around the greatest joy you have ever experienced has been a spike from a drug, and you will constantly be trying to reclaim that thing, reclaim that high, and you will never ever get to the same point that you were at the first point, at the first thing. So don't do drugs, adults. You're a sniper.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
Actually, I didn't notice the attitude until just now.
Ha! You're not as dumb as I thought you'd be. We got the same sense of humor. Probably better to walk away while I still like you, though. All kinds of things piss me off. Like just about anything that anybody says.
Well, that you're in luck, because the next thing I'm gonna bring up is your fucking trauma. You should get medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
What's the saying? That your brain is also an organ. So, what do you call it? No, I'm not going to do that wrong. Mental trauma can slow you down or distract you, but it's treatable. Just like any bullet wound.
Just another injury to take care of, huh? Well, when you put it that way. Alright. You can tell the lieutenant I finally caved. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
Yep. Okay, I finally hit the ground. Yeah, because that's... some people, they just don't ever want to. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, that might not be, that's not as loud to y'all as it is to me, but like if I'm talking to something, what, like I just hear that right in my ear. Some people, they just don't want to admit vulnerability, and I understand that to a degree. So you, instead of saying you're hurting inside or something like that, you say, hey, this is something you need to take care of for the good of making sure that you are continuing to be effective. That's how you persuade people like that. So
Smart move for the Kings to back down. What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
I wish someone with your medical training had come along sooner. I think she'll actually stick with the treatment because of what you said. I was afraid that Betsy wouldn't go for long-term treatment because she didn't want to look bad in front of the rest of the squad. You settled that. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Heard.
Hello.
Alright. We'll pop over there now. But, well, actually, we'll pop over there as soon as we finally find Major Daughtry. I think he's, like, somewhere out here. There he is.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
One sec.
This isn't a public relations office. If you're not here about a bounty, you can go pester the Colonel.
Pester your mom. I heard you're Bitterroot's father.
Adoptive father, yes. I was very proud when he made first recon. I know that every time I send them out, I could be sending him to his death. But if it's not me, it'll be somebody else. At least this way I get one more chance to see him.
Damn. You were at Bitter Springs, I'm told. I want to hear everybody's tea, even if it's been sitting out for years.
Yeah, I was there. I was Captain Daughtry then. That whole situation was a mess and could easily have been avoided with good intel. The major in charge at the time made a bad call. He thought Bitter Springs was full of Great Khan raiders, so we surrounded the place. By the time any of us realized there were civilians down there, women and children, shooting had already started. The major froze up at the news, and we couldn't get another word out of him. I took over and salvaged the situation as best I could. For my effort, I was promoted to major. Not quite the way I'd have wanted it.
Interesting. The major froze up and didn't say anything else at that point. We'll talk about that when we're done chatting with him. Can you tell me about the Great Khans?
We know they supply the fiends with illegal chems, but they never stick around in NCR territory for long. They know the land and move quick. There's talk from time to time about taking out their base at Red Rock Canyon, but nothing ever comes of it. The Great Khans are tough fighters. If we ever did go up against them on their home turf, we'd win. The casualties would be high.
What do you know about the fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked-up earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Yes, it does.
Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her.
Okay.
Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac. Damn good chef, if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot.
Oh, what a resume.
I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Common Vegas trash. I was gonna say all of them, but we'll start with Violet.
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other two. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother, and never leave her side.
Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
We'll see if her dogs will attack me. Anything else I need to know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head.
Yeah.
Superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
I want to choose a different bounty.
Makes no difference to me. I'd be happy to see any one of them dead. Who will it be?
Driver Nephi.
You've got some guts, I'll give you that. Nephi is one tough son of a bitch. You let him get close, he'll take your head off. My advice is this. Talk to Lieutenant Gorobets. He's in charge of Alpha Team, 1st Recon. Snipers. If you're lucky, you can lure Nephi into the open and the sharpshooters can bring him down. You bring me the head, you'll still get the bounty. It's a better bet than trying to take Nephi one-on-one, but it's your call.
That's fine. Welcome to the stream, Sean Crafter _3. Where is Lieutenant Gorobets?
Out in the yard. Gorobets coordinates our sniper teams. He's been gunning for Nephi for weeks now. Only thing he hasn't had is willing bait. Don't have enough troops to order anyone beyond the fence. Not anymore, anyway.
Got it. Okay. Now Cook.
One thing I should tell you about Cook. Piece of shit is pure animal. He raped one of my snipers, and that makes this personal.
Yep.
Also, he's got a flamethrower, and he's damn good with it. From what I hear, he either rapes or burns every living thing he gets his hands on.
Jesus.
Only one man's gotten close to killing him, and that's Little Buster. So he says, anyway. Maybe it's bullshit, but I'd still ask him about it.
What else can you tell me about Little Buster?
Bounty hunter. Talks big. But he's still alive, so he can't be completely full of shit. I think he's out in the yard, waiting to claim a couple bounties.
You're having trouble with the fiends? I drop a follow. Thank you, I appreciate it. You're having trouble with the fiends?
Damn right I am. And I'm paying bounties.
Okay.
I'm not exactly a mercenary. Taking out scumbags of this magnitude wouldn't cause me to lose any sleep.
Me neither. PC or console, yeah. Eventually, when I make enough money, I might get a gaming computer, but I also heard that RAM has been expensive right now with the freaking AI servers slurping up most of it. I guess we could talk to Little Buster. What a silly fucking name. I prefer console for the story mode games and PC for the shooting times. You know what? That makes perfect sense because it's pretty hard to aim with a freaking controller. Like, I do it on Hitman because I turned off auto aim because I wanted to see if I could still shoot well on my own. And it's a bit of a pain. You know what? I'm tired of looking for I don't know where the fuck Little Buster is, but I'm tired of looking for his punk ass. Or his little busting ass. Oh, I think he's over here. Nope, that's someone on the tower. Okay, well, we'll pick up Veronica. Okay, and I'm going to drag you to the... Oh, the NCR. Oh, we have the NCR Ranger safe house. First, 188 trading post. Alright, arcade, sweetheart.
What's up?
Which other sorts of games do you play, or do you signal? Well, I stream different... I'll basically pick a game to stream in succession. So, New Vegas is the one that I recently picked. And this one is probably going to have a lot of streams attached to it. Because there's just so many things that I'm going to do. And I really do... I play Marvel Rivals. I have not... I haven't even heard of that, actually, but I hope it's fun. Be Gone Arcade. Do you go back to Lucky 38?
Back to the tomb, I suppose. If you need me, etc.
It's hardly a tomb. Yeah, I forgot we were supposed to pick up... there she is with her power armor! Oh, this is badass. This is a badass scene. Look at her. She just... looking over the bridge. Lost in thought. I'm gonna sneak up on her. I know I'm not good at sneak. I'm going to jump over her to establish dominance.
What's up?
I think we should travel together.
Let's go make trouble.
But are you waiting for the GTA 6? I really wait. Just not particularly. I played GTA 5 and that's about where it ended. I'm not a huge fan, like, one way or another of the series. So I'm not looking forward to it the same way that other people are. It's there for me. I would say that I'm looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6, but it's kind of like looking forward to seeing the star of Beetlejuice go supernova. It may or may not happen in my lifetime. I have questions I wanted to ask you.
This better not be about the meaning of life.
Oh, wait.
A bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold technology over them. Gee, where have I heard that one before?
Do you have some schedule so I can join other streams as well to hang out? Yeah, I stream, well... I stream on Sunday. Well, this might change a little bit, but I stream on Sundays from 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time, I think, EST, and I stream Wednesdays 10 to 12 at 10 to 12 p.m. No, 10 to 12 at night. So from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. I know something on your Twitch channel. Can I suggest you for that? I'm sorry. I don't understand. You might have to rephrase.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I'm gonna get this repaired for her shit. I'm gonna find some like metal armor or something like that. Oh my god, I'm still wearing the vault. Oh my gosh. All the posturing. Channel, you don't have any customized armor. It is very necessary to... Is it necessary? My followers, I don't have a whole lot of them, but each one of them is hard earned. They got the friggin' what do you call it? I don't even ask people to follow or anything like that. I just let people do that on their own. Because I know that it annoys me when people... can I help this because I'm commissioned? Ah, I see. No thank you. I appreciate the offer, though. Alright, where are we going? Oh, right, I know where we're going. The next stop. Ah. Incidentally, I went from 18 followers to 17 followers. I see, I see. This is not the first time that it's happened. It's a little annoying. Basically, like, somebody will come on. I'm not sure whether they're a person or a bot or what have you, but someone will come onto the stream and, you know, they'll be chatting up and it's like, oh, okay, cool, cool. And then they'll come out with an advertisement and I'm like, okay, fair enough. I'm not interested, but feel free to stick around. And then they will unfollow. They'll entice you with a follow and then they'll take away the follow almost as like a punishment for not using the server or not using the service. So I'm willing to bet that as soon as I said no thank you, they immediately left the chat. Oh yeah, y'all. That's poor etiquette. I mean, I'm sure that advertising in Twitch is also poor etiquette, but it's poor etiquette that I'm willing to accept. You know what I mean? Like, do what you have to, and if I say no thank you, I'm not going to boot you from the thing. But if you do remove the follow, that's a bit of a dick move. Because it's like, okay, I was nice, I was polite, and I reserve the right to not do whatever you're fucking advertising to me to do. And you're bitter because... yeah. It's also behavior that's... I know I just keep talking about it, but it's like... It's also behavior that's very mercenary. Like, it's very indicative of like, oh wow, I really do not give a fuck. I just want what I want, and if I don't receive that, then I'm moving on, you know? Like, at least keep the follow... Like, I understand if you leave the comment, at least keep the follow there. That's just mean. That's just rude. You don't have to unfollow just because... Like, ugh. You could literally just support your fellow whatever, and instead you don't want to do that. And we have the key, I think, because the NCR likes us. Oh, wait, was that what, what's his name was telling us? There is some stuff here that we can use. Let's see. Okay. If you leave these things for me, I will take them. NCR salvage power armor. That's what I was talking about. NCR Ranger combat armor. A hunting revolver. I think that comes with a scope. And the water fountain's nice and pure. You know what I love about this game? Is that when there are spaces of, like, luxury or things that have, like... the layout makes sense. Like, it makes sense that the water in here would be purified because they would want the safe house to have ready access to clean water. So this probably links directly to... Okay, I love this, this is Linnaeus. This is the guy that everybody's talking about with the metal mask and everything. I love the propaganda art in this game. The Legion awaits at the gates of hell, and the NCR is gonna send them. Like that makes me a little patriotic for the NCR. You know, we all get a little patriotic sometimes. Don't lie. Don't try to lie. Don't put on airs. We all get that at least a little bit. But, you know, when it comes to America, we have to kill that part of ourselves, but we must acknowledge it to kill it. And, yep, those are certainly technology that I have no idea what it does. My character might, but I do not. Veronica, what the fuck? Alright, let me repair it. What the hell? Oh, okay, now it shows up. Okay. I was very confused by that. This one. This is much more powerful. I mean, it's not much more powerful, but it is awesome. And I want... We'll pair that with the patrol armor and the mantle armor. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright. Veronica, give me your shit. Not your literal shit, please.
You're making me carry the heavy.
I'm making you carry anything. Brotherhood, T51, and I repair that. With some of that.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't
Shut up. Oh, I can move. And what about the helmet? The helmet's light. This helmet is repair that using the beret. Ah, and the ranger helmet is fully repaired as well. A splendid. We will be giving this to Boone as a gift. That is the armor that I want him to wear. Ooh. Sky is perfectly clear right here. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna eat dinner and then probably either take a nap or just go to bed early, depending on what happens. Thank y'all very much for watching. As I mentioned to the Do y'all hear that? Was that in the game? That sounds like it's coming from the game. That's very odd. I've never heard that. As I was mentioning to the uncouth advertiser... that lightning keeps throwing me off. I have my streaming schedule. Hopefully Twitch should notify you if you follow me, so... Either way. Bye.